Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
There was one Singh in Oxford who was not at the university, but he lived there. So he was the guy that kind of started talking to me about Sikhi, because I was going to, literally, you know how God works in mysterious ways, they say, innit? So there I was wanted to go to a Sikhi camp, and I met this guy who happened to live at my university there. He was like, come along, I'll give you a lift back to my house. And then he was the one who came the previous year to the Sikhi camp, yeah. And his name is Balkar Singh. He's got a really lovely book called Falling in Love with Love. You know, oh, yeah. Very nice book as well. You should read that book if you can. You can buy a e-book on it. Yeah, Falling in Love with Love. Balkar Singh Shergill. Yeah. I think it's B''L. So you can't write Balkar, you have to Balkar. Yeah. So he was the first person when I did Simran with him, and something happened to me. I just said Waheguru. Literally, I didn't have a clue what was going on anyway. You know, I just sat down and I was like, Sikhs meditate? I didn't know Sikhs meditate. That's a new one. And then we sat down and we meditated. And just said Waheguru, and something happened. I went back and I told my girlfriend at the time, I was like, something weird happened to me today. I sat in this circle with a bit of a guitar going, and I said Waheguru, and I had this experience. I don't know what it was, how I can explain it to you. So that was the first start. The another thing that was very influential for me was someone called Bhutta Singh. People might even know him. He's from Wolverhampton. At the camp, he would do this Benti Choppe on the Vajja at the end of all divans. There's just something about him. He's so humble. At that time when I met him, I didn't know anything. He just looked so, like, you know, beautiful, Tamala, and his voice was so powerful. He used to just do Choppe other part in Kirtan, and I'd be in tears. You know, it would just bring me to tears. And yeah, he was always like encouraging me. He was never like, when I said I want to take Amrit the next day after the camp, and he just smiled, and he came back about half an hour later, and he had in his hand a kirpan. He was like, here, you need one of these tomorrow. And you know, at the Gurdwara they give you this really cheapy kirpan. He gave me this very nice kirpan. I was like, wow. And other people were saying to me, you're not ready yet, you know. And he was like, here, not only are you ready, you know, go for it, but here's a kirpan as well. So yeah, those are the two people that, you know, really changed my life. And the camp itself was so amazing. Sikhi camp. I would recommend any of you to go to a Sikhi camp. But Sikhi camp is a bit like stepping into the other side for a week. Yeah? You know, it's like when Neo woke up and he went into the other place, and he had to go back into the Matrix, but he was in a training ground for a little while with Morpheus. That's what Sikhi camp is like. And in Sikhi camp, everything's different. Because you're supposed to, in normal world, care so much about your outer looks and so much about everything else. At the camp, you care about getting to the Amrit Vela program as opposed to avoiding it. At the Gurdwara, you're trying to avoid the programs. People turn up late so they can just turn up for the Pog, you know, and then they can go. But here, you're actually turning up early, you're trying to learn more. It's complete opposite of the world. Yeah? And it's really powerful.